Go ahead, Cindy.
Hey, well, good evening. I want to introduce myself. My name is Cynthia Leedson, and I'm Vice President of Capital and Construction and Facilities for Cuyahoga Community College. Tonight, we wanted to do an overview and give you an introduction to the construction engineering technology programs, some of the engineering technology programs, and just share from a group of people our different experiences in this industry and what a great industry it is to work in. So we're also going to, tonight, you're going to hear from Ray Najadford, who is our Dean and Executive Director for Engineering and Construction Technology. You're going to hear from a couple of our different professors. Trent Gage. Gages is Faculty Coordinator for the Construction Engineering Technology Program. He's also works very closely with his students as an advisor and helps them along their career path. And he also works with the students in our program to help them get internships with different firms locally. And then you're also going to be hearing tonight from Jason Olson. And Jason is a scheduling manager at the Gilbane companies. And he's also an adjunct professor for us here at Tri-C, and he teaches a BIM course. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Jason, and he's going to start.
All right, good evening, everyone. Can everyone see my screen?
Looks good.
All right, thank you. So tonight, I'm just going to walk through a quick agenda. I will introduce myself again. We'll talk a little bit about misconceptions about the construction industry, talk about U.S. construction today, talk a little bit about career paths within the industry, break it down between skilled trades and also construction management. Talk a little bit about experience that you guys should have once you get into the industry and how to get into the industry. And then we'll walk through a couple quick videos on some past Tri-C students and their experiences going through college and getting very good jobs at the end of schooling. So again, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Jason Olson, adjunct professor at Tri-C as well as Lakeland. And construction manager at Gilbane Building Company. Currently, I'm the scheduling manager for Gilbane Building Company in Cleveland, Columbus, Pittsburgh, and Toledo. I actually went to Kent State University, studied construction management. I have a minor in business and technology. So within Gilbane, a couple things that I do within the company. I am very engaged within the construction industry. It is a very exciting and rewarding industry to be in with a ton of opportunities to get involved. So I'm a lead mentor for the ACE Mentor Program at John Hay High School. I'm a College Now mentor, and also I'm the Gilbane National Young Professional Leader within Gilbane. Like I mentioned a little bit ago, I also teach part-time as an adjunct professor at Lakeland Community College and Tri-C. A couple classes that I teach include construction document reading, building construction 1, building information modeling BIM, lead, and surveying 1 and 2. I'm also an advisor for a construction management organization at Lakeland Community College. So based off my experience and myself introducing myself, obviously you can see I'm very engaged. I love this industry a lot, and I love to talk about it and teach others about just all the opportunities that are available within the industry. So a couple of misconceptions about construction. A lot of people say that, hey, construction, it's a low-paying job, which is obviously false. No education required, which is also false. There's a lot of training and education that goes into the industry. Even if you're in the skilled trade side, there's a lot of education, a lot of training that goes within that to learn how to do and build beautiful buildings that we do on a daily basis. And last but not least, no future. Like I said a little bit ago, there's a lot of opportunities within the industry. No day is the same, so every day is changing. So there is obviously a future, and it's a very bright one at that. So U.S. construction today, in the U.S. alone, there's about 10.7 million jobs and about $383 billion in wages. So obviously there's a ton of jobs available in the U.S. And just to break it down, in Ohio, there's about 200,000 jobs in Ohio alone within the industry. The average salary is about 56,000, which is a very good competitive salary between other job markets. Some benefits of working in the industry include an aggressive living wage with benefits. You get to experience many different environments depending on what exactly you're building. Obviously, we build multiple types of buildings. We have a lot of markets that construction is in. So just to experience residential versus commercial versus heavy highway, there's a lot of opportunities and a lot of different paths to take within the industry. You get to build professional relationships. So getting to meet pretty cool people that you would never have the chance of meeting. You get to travel if you would like, and there's a lot of places to go. Obviously, every state, every city is doing some type of construction in some way. So that is a huge benefit. You get to grow at your own pace. So you can get whatever experience you want. You can take advantage of different opportunities and grow at your own pace and be involved as much as you like. And obviously, the more you're involved within the industry, the more opportunities that will arise from that, and you can benefit from that. And obviously, skills that you can use beyond the workplace. So if you're building a house for yourself, or building a house for maybe your sister, like myself, I'm currently doing that. So pretty exciting stuff that you have a lot of skills that your understanding of how to build a building and how to build things that obviously pays off beyond going to your job on a daily basis. Last but not least, you get to help build your city, state, and nation, which is pretty cool to say that I've been on multiple progressive field projects, a lot of projects in downtown Cleveland and Columbus and Pittsburgh. So a lot of jobs that I can drive past with some of my friends and my family. I can say, hey, I was involved in that, and I had a little piece of building that and managing that, which is pretty awesome to say. Some different types of construction. So construction is just not one industry. It's a bunch. So you have residential, the homes that we live in. You have commercial, so high rises, stadiums, hospitals, schools. There's a lot of different commercial jobs that you can be involved in, which is pretty exciting. Industrial construction, which is also very exciting. You can be building a gas plant, an oil plant. You can build a whole campus of industrial construction, which is also pretty cool. And also, not last but not least, heavy civil and horizontal. So obviously, we all need roads to commute on and travel on. So that is a huge piece. And to build a bridge and travel over that bridge on a daily basis, that's also pretty cool to, if that's the type of construction that you're interested in, that's pretty cool to say that, hey, I was a part of building this bridge that, gets me from point A to point B. So it's pretty exciting stuff. So career paths. So mainly I am going to focus on explaining two different paths that you guys can take as students. You can go to the skilled trade side. So doing the physical hands-on, building the buildings, building the roads, building the bridges, whatever that may be. And then also the management and admin side of it, managing the subcontractors and managing the skilled trades to make sure that they're being safe on a daily basis. Materials are showing up to the job site on time, making sure that the job is within budget and the job is successful. So just to break it down a little bit further, I will start with the skilled trade side. So on this diagram that you see on my screen, Obviously, like I said, there's two different paths that you can take. Ultimately, you can land in the same spot depending on the path you can take, which that is one thing that I enjoy a lot is, no matter what your education is, what your background is, you can go basically path with the skilled trades, you can go the construction management side, and you can ultimately end up to the same level, which is pretty cool depending on ultimately your end goal. So just to start with the skilled trades, so after high school or a tech school, you can apply and become a apprentice within the skilled trade side. Once you get experience as a apprentice, you can grow and you can become a craft professional. You become a crew leader, foreman on a job site, managing other apprentices and journeymen and other professionals underneath of you, which ultimately can lead into being a superintendent on a job site, also managing, material delivery, managing logistics, managing schedule, managing other trades down below you and other individuals down below you also. Ultimately, that could lead into a senior management position at a construction management company. Like I said, depending on, if you want to start your own business after that, go get a job at a construction management firm or something like that. There's a lot of different paths that you can take that ultimately lead to the same place. Like I said, depending on your end goal. So like I said, to start with skilled trades, there's also a lot of different paths within the skilled trade side. So depending on what you all are interested in, there's obviously masonry, carpentry, painting, plumbing, HVAC, and electrical. Depending what you're interested in, there's a lot of opportunities within the skilled trade side. Salaries within the skilled trades range between 32,000 and 88,000 about each year. So obviously it's a very competitive living wage that, obviously that's with benefits that once you apply and get accepted into a trade school, they will take you and pay for education, and they will train you on exactly what you need to know to, build exciting buildings and something that you can be proud of. So, and jobs are obviously readily available. Obviously, construction is never ending. Somebody is always building a new building, always remodeling a building. Obviously, we all need places to live in and travel on highways and roads and things like that. So it is never ending, and jobs will always be available. So a couple main benefits: good salary, like I mentioned, no college debt since trade school. They pay for your education and put you through that training, as well as you're obviously making money while going to school. And when they are training you to become, say an electrician, for an example, you're physically on the job site getting hands-on experience and things like that. So, and obviously last but not least, the excitement of using your personal skills to help build homes and communities where we all can live in and make a difference, which is pretty exciting. So education and training, I did mention this a little bit, but this is something that you have to apply to and get accepted into. And they will train you within their technical program, and then you can become a registered apprenticeship. So if you want to learn more on that, please reach out to one of us speaking today. We are more than happy to assist in that. Also, you can visit this website, buildohio.org/skilled trades. They have a lot of information and a lot of useful tools on that website. And to switch paths a little bit to the second side of the industry is the construction management side. So after high school or tech school, you can enroll in either a community college or you can enroll into a college or university. A lot of community colleges like Tri-C they have a program that you can go to a community college, save a lot of money, and then you can transfer to a university and get a bachelor's degree based off that path. So there's a lot of ways that you can do it, but the construction management side, you need at least an associate's or a bachelor's degree to become a assistant project manager, project engineer, entry level position within the management side. So you may ask, what is a construction manager and what do we do? Obviously, when I introduce myself, this is what I do full time, and obviously, like I said, I teach part time also. So yeah, what do we do? So a lot of people don't know, kind of what happens behind the scenes, and obviously, this is very exciting stuff that not a lot of people think about. What it takes to build a building, what it takes to build a school, what it takes to build a hospital or high rise in downtown, even a baseball stadium or football stadium or anything like that. So as well as same thing as skilled trades, there's a lot of different paths within the management and admin side. You can become a superintendent out in the field managing all these subcontractors. You can become an estimator, scheduling manager like myself, safety manager. There's also accounting, marketing, virtual construction. There's a lot of different paths and a lot of different ways that no one person's path is the same, which is pretty awesome to say. So most do require, like I said, a 2-year associate's or a bachelor's degree. Salaries usually first starting out straight out of college is about between 55 and 60,000, and ultimately with experience and with years of experience under your belt, you can be making on the upper scale of 160, 180,000 a year, depending on your position and depending what your end goal is. So what do we do? A little bit about what we do on the construction sites itself. We plan and coordinate construction projects. So we make logistics plans. We make schedules. We make sure that there's a plan in place that will get the project done on time and within budget. So like I said, develop, manage schedules to make sure it's on time. If it's behind, we obviously make a plan to get back on track and see what we can do to get the job done and make a happy client. So we select and oversee subcontractors. So the skilled trade side, we will be selecting subcontractors that will be physically building the building. We will be managing manage the planning, materials, building and budget. So like I said, making sure that the construction project is within budget and the client is very satisfied with that. So and also enforce safety measures, making sure that everybody that shows up to the job site on a daily basis goes home safely to their family the same way they showed up. And overseeing and assisting with the permit procurement. So making sure that all the city inspectors, state inspectors, we're coordinating with them. So it's up to code and the building is safe for students like yourself to, have classes and things like that. So education and training for construction management, you can either do a career technical program and then a college or university. So same thing with this. If you want to learn more about this career path, feel free to reach out to one of us presenting today and visit this website, buildohio.org/management. There's a lot of information on that website. So next, talking a little bit about experience and education again. So education, obviously, like I said, it's a trade school. You have to apply to get accepted into that. They will pay for your education. They will pay for training that you will need to build a building and to be safe on the job site. For the management admin side, you either need an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree. Like I said, Tri-C does have a program that you can go to Tri-C for a couple of years, and then you can transfer to Kent State and get your bachelor's degree from Kent State University within construction management. Again, if you have any questions about, different schools or anything like that, myself, like I said, I teach at Tri-C and I teach at Lakeland. So, and I also went to Kent State. So I have a good background on education and kind of a good path to take. So please feel free to reach out to myself or anybody on the call. And talking a little bit about experience. Obviously, this field is very engaging. Engaging in the way of getting internships, getting that experience on a job site, getting experience with a design team, getting experience with the owner, just so we can be the most successful as we can. Job shadowing is also huge. Physically going out and asking professionals like myself and these other presenters on the call to maybe job shadow or anything like that, just to experience different companies, experience different job sites, and things like that. That's always a good experience. Like I said at the beginning of this at this presentation, I'm also an ACE mentor, and job shadowing is a huge piece that I stress to my ACE students. I've given about 2 or 3 job shadowing experiences to students in the past. So, based off that experience, one of my students, he actually went into construction management. So that was pretty cool to have that experience, to job shadow. And, he's actually going to Kent State. He actually got an internship at Gilbane Building Company this upcoming summer. So that's pretty exciting to say that, job shadowing, it may seem like a simple thing, but ultimately it's an awesome opportunity that will ultimately pay off for the students. And then experience different roles, like I said. So maybe you don't know, maybe you want to, be on the skilled trade side. Maybe you want to be on the construction management side. Maybe you don't know if you want to estimate, if you want to be a superintendent, project manager, scheduling manager, whatever that is. There's obviously a lot of different paths that you can take. So just experiencing those different roles via those internships, via those job shadowing experiences, that is huge. Another huge piece of that is involvement. Like I said, there's a lot of coordination and a lot of networking within the industry with professionals. So involvement in college organization, getting experience in student presentations, maybe getting experience in job site tours, visiting physical job sites, traveling to student competitions, and things like that. Volunteering and mentoring others, that is also huge. So I myself was very involved in college. Obviously, it paid off huge. About 2 months before college, I had about 5 different offers full-time nationwide. So, being involved a ton obviously pays off. Getting to know people will pay off. I guarantee it. I stress to my students all the time, get involved in organizations, ask to job shadow somebody, ask to go on a job site and visit different buildings, so you can you have a good idea and you have a good background of exactly what you want to do once you get out of college. And obviously volunteering, that's also huge. Getting to know, community members, helping out the community, also networking as you're volunteering. So that is also a huge piece of it. And like I said, once you get out of school, get out of college, and become a construction professional on either side, being involved in professional organizations is also huge. So I just listed a couple, but a big one I do want to mention is CEA, the Construction Employers Association. They have a lot of opportunities, internship opportunities, education opportunities, and involvement opportunities that you can be involved in and, get to know a lot of people. So, like I said, it's a very exciting, and there's a ton of opportunities within the industry, no matter what side you're on. And it's a very good paying job to get straight out of college or straight out of a trade school. And obviously you can make a very good living wage with very good benefits. So it obviously pays off a ton. So based off that, I do want to play these two quick videos. They're about a minute each. So these two students, they went to Tri-C. They like I said, they got that experience. They got involved. They got internships. So I will play this first video with Allison quick, and then I will close it up and hand it over to Ray to do his part of the presentation. So.
Jason, can you turn the volume up? Yeah.
All right, so this next video, he's going to talk a little bit about his experience also at Tri-C and getting a internship and getting a full time within the professional industry. All right, so obviously, like I said, the experience and opportunities within the industry is always changing. There's a ton of them. It's a very exciting field to be in, and obviously getting to build, a piece of the college that you went to, like Tri-C, like Allison did, or being on the Hilton Hotel downtown. There's a lot of exciting jobs, just in Cleveland itself. So to say that you've been a part of that and to just experience all the different opportunities, like I said, it's never ending, which is pretty awesome and pretty exciting. With that, I will hand it over to the next presenter, and I think it's Trent, correct?
Sounds good.
All right, sounds good. I will stop sharing and then go ahead and take over.
All right, I'm going to share my screen here and show the degree that Tri-C has to offer. Can people see my screen? All right, my name is Trent Gages, and I'm the faculty coordinator for the Construction Engineering Technology program at Cuyahoga Community College. So what I've got here is just a description an overview of our associate degree program at the college. And as Jason was saying, this program can transfer over to Kent State University and to the University of Akron. So here, the overview for our construction engineering technology program is going to prepare students for technical and leadership roles in the construction industry. That means you're going to have coursework that deals with contract documents, methods used for construction, scheduling construction activities, and estimating for residential light commercial building. And with this associate degree program at Tri-C, students will utilize modern industry-based software and field instruments in a laboratory environment. That means you will use software for scheduling, estimating, and actually creating your own drawings of buildings. So as Jason was saying, to build upon his comments of the ability to grow in the construction field, Tri-C has co-op positions available with many local general contractors and architectural and engineering firms. The two students that you just saw in the videos presented both came out of my program, and both of them are working for general contracting firms in Cleveland. So if I scroll down here a little bit, you can see that we have a website of tri-c.edu/CNST for construction engineering technology. And that web link will take you to information I'm going to show you right here. Program sequence. What do we have here? Well, if you were to start off at Tri-C in our first semester, you can see we've got courses of construction engineering orientation, a course in construction print reading. You're going to need math because it's an engineering-based program that includes college algebra. You've got the introduction to microcomputer applications using Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, how to use the internet, how to do file management. That's all a strong necessity for working any management role in the field of construction. Keep in mind that Jason was talking about the ACE program, the Architectural Construction Engineering program for students in high schools in Northeast Ohio. Well, also too, you can get college credit early as a senior if you choose to speak with your school counselor and taking a couple of these courses first semester before you graduate from high school. So this construction engineering orientation class is available, as is the construction print reading class. That's part of the early enrollment College Credit Plus program that is offered through the Cleveland Metropolitan School District. If I look at our second semester, we have a course on architectural computer-aided drafting, where you get to draw the plans of an actual house. We have a course in construction safety, which is a necessity for anybody that steps foot onto a project site. We have a course on construction methods, materials, and equipment. This course teaches you the differences between types of concrete, types of lumber, types of steel, and how all these materials are tested out there in the field every day, just about. You have another course of math, of trigonometry, and now you include physics being brought in because it's an engineering-based program. If I go to the third semester of the program, we have another course of drawing, but it's referred to as building information modeling. This is a three-dimensional design software that students learn to use, and this software is going to be the standard design tool across the nation for architectural and engineering purposes, from architects to mechanical engineers and electrical engineers and civil engineers. We also have a course on mechanical electrical systems because you have these systems in every building that's being built. We also have a course in construction estimating, and then we have a course on technical writing that helps you learn how to write a report, how to write a technical document if you work for an engineering firm or a contractor. We also have a course on technical statics, where you learn to understand the loads that are applied to materials to see if those materials will hold up under the load before they fail. Then the last semester of the program, we have a course of construction scheduling. And Jason, who was speaking earlier, is the scheduling manager for his company. And he understands this construction scheduling course is incredibly important for every single job site. And all the other courses above are courses you have to have under your belt before you're able to understand construction scheduling. That's why it's in the last semester of the program. We also have a course for an elective choice. The elective choice could be a course in material testing, the testing of concrete, the testing of asphalt or aggregate that's done out there on heavy highway jobs. We also have a course on strength of materials. This is another engineering course that deals with the loads that act on materials in a different way to make sure that they won't fail for the way they're being used at the job site. Then we have a course on applied counting, which is important for any type of a management position in construction. Because in the terms of management roles, the managers have to keep track of all finances and budget from day one of the construction job till the job is complete. So accounting is used on a daily basis and a monthly basis when you have to include what money is being spent and how much money is being brought in. And then we also have an arts and humanities course, which is referred to as a general education course that every college degree happens to have. Now, when you're done with these 4 semesters, all of these courses, then as Jason was saying earlier, you can then go on and apply to work in the industry in maybe an assistant project management role or a project engineer or a field engineer role. Or you could transfer right directly into a 4-year university program and continue your education and then go into employment. And in the state of Ohio, we have about 6 universities that offer baccalaureate degrees in construction engineering or construction management. This includes Ohio State University, Kent State University, University of Akron, Bowling Green State University, University of Cincinnati, Toledo University, and Youngstown State University. So as I showed you the courses here that's in the construction engineering technology program at Tri-C, there it is. Okay, so with that, at the bottom, you can see my name, Trent Gages, and there's my email address of trent.gages@tri-c.edu. If you want more information, you can't remember all of that, then up here, here's the web link for Tri-C's main webpage of tri-c.edu/CNST for construction. And that'll give you information just like you're seeing it right here on my screen. So now from there, I will relieve my duties and pass on to our Dean and Director of Manufacturing and Engineering Programs at Tri-C, whose name is Ray Nedredford. Okay, Ray, it's all yours.
Thank you, Dr. Gages. I appreciate it. If I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Can we see that?
It's coming. There it is. We're
Oh.
good.
There it is. Okay. So I guess one of the things that I want to make sure, well, this is actually, for whatever reason, it went to the last slide rather than the first slide. So one of the things I want to do, obviously you guys heard about construction and also the great opportunities that you can have in the construction field from Jason and also Dr. Gages. I want to introduce you to all other areas of engineering and manufacturing and the opportunities that Tri-C can provide for you. So I guess one of the first questions I like to basically talk about is why you should even consider manufacturing or engineering jobs. In Ohio, Ohio is ranked number 3 behind Texas and California for engineering and manufacturing. Manufacturing output of $43.1 billion. And it is over 250,000 employees in Ohio. Food manufacturing, and we're not talking about cooking, we're talking about actually automation in these manufacturing companies. They provide about $3.4 billion in Ohio and especially around Cleveland. Ohio is the largest automotive manufacturing in the US outside of Detroit area. Ohio is also the largest supplier for the US aerospace. They have close to $18 billion with Airbus and Boeing. I also want you guys to know, doesn't matter what route you like to go, Tri-C can provide you with some options. So one of the options would be on the engineering technology. That's exactly what we were also talking about, construction technology that we were talking about and Dr. Gages was explaining. So on the engineering technology, normally the program has been built that after a year, you can have some kind of certification to be able to work if you choose to. If not, you will go all the way until you get your 2-year degree, associate degree in applied science. From there, it can move to the 4-year degrees, or you can go to the workforce and work as a technologist. If you decide to go to the 4-year degree, you manage to get your bachelor's, and from there you can get your master's, PhD, so on and so forth. Another route that you can go, you can actually take pre-engineering track at Tri-C. That prepares you for going to the 4-year degree right after the 2 years. It is more theoretical. It has more calculus-based courses in it. And that after 2 years, that's what we call like 2+2. You can have 2 years with Tri-C and 2 years in university of your choice in order to get your bachelor's degree. Engineering technology is more algebra based. So I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of the differences between the two. We also offer, obviously, as it was mentioned by Dr. Gages, construction engineering technology. It's a management degree program. That also has 3+1 with Kent State. 3 years at Tri-C, 1 year with Kent State, and you guys will achieve your bachelor's degree. We have electrical engineering technology. We have electrical engineering technology, biomedical. Biomedical engineering technology focuses on fixing equipment used in the hospitals. Doesn't matter what it is, from A to Z. You guys learn how to use it, and it has a good opportunity to work in the clean environment in the hospitals by fixing the equipment. You don't stay as a technician, you have opportunities to get into the management as well. We have mechanical engineering technology. That's a 2+2 with Cleveland State. You spend 2 years with Tri-C and 2 years with Cleveland State to get your bachelor's degree. If you do not require or do not want to continue with your bachelor's degree, after the first 2 years, you can get in the field of industry as mechanical engineer technician. Manufacturing industrial engineering technology, that's another one that it will teaches you about different type of manufacturing processes. And you can, after that, either go to one of the universities that have manufacturing industrial technology, or you can get to work as a machinist or as any other type of technician. Integrated system engineering technology, that's basically, you guys gonna see in next slide what includes in that program. So that's integrated system technology that we talked about. ISET is used by our workforce program. And all these programs that you guys see, it may interest you. PMT would be precision machining technology, Right Skills Now, which is basically CNC machining. We have welding, which is going to have 3 different certification. You can achieve one of those certification with 1 semester. So if you choose to become a welder after 1 semester, you can actually apply for a job and get a job. Automation maintenance technician, building maintenance technician, apprenticeship programs, which is gonna be, for electrician, for maintenance, or for mechanical, all 3 available, and also robotics technician. All these are available through the college if you are interested in it. So with that, I'm gonna turn it back to Cindy to share a short video.
Okay, great, thank you. So let's see if I can share my screen. And let's go here. All right. Mhm. See if it's going to cooperate.
At the bottom right-hand side, right-hand side, make it full screen first, and then you should be able to play it.
I think. Like here? No. Where is it? Sorry about that.
Bottom right-hand side, that little projector-looking icon to the right. Right next to the minus sign.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. No?
Nope, down below, bottom right-hand side.
Ah. What did I just do? Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah, I think on your computer screen, Cindy, the bottom right-hand corner, you might see a sliding scale for the image. Yeah,
There
it's
we
go.
that.
Thank you.
See if that does it.
And now under display settings, top left-hand side, click on that display setting and hit swap.
There you
swap
go.
Got it.
screens.
There. All right. Thanks everybody for your patience.
That's all right.
Now is it going to play?
Uh-oh. I have it up on my screen too, if you want me to share back.
Sure.
All right, let's do that, Cindy.
All right, go ahead.
Let's see if we can
Sorry
get
about that.
Jason to get his screen to work. Oh, yeah.
All righty. So let me pull it up quick.
Yeah, I'm having problems with my computer, so I apologize.
We'll get it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just lost our volume, but that's all right.
We got the video, but not the strong volume.
This might be an effect of the Zoom platform.
You think? Yeah. Could
Yeah.
be.
Okay.
Okay, so we wanted to just sort of, in order to wrap up an overview of what you just heard from everybody. There's a lot of different paths within the construction industry and the engineering and manufacturing industries. So there's the path, through the apprenticeship and the trade schools. There's path through the, 2-year certificate, program, which is shorter, year and a half, 2-year program, and the 4-year program. And so we wanted to just sort of give you a little overview of all of those. We all have different roles that we've seen in the industry and enjoyed immensely, because no day is ever quite the same. And so if you're interested, you can sign up for a CCP class. You could do it seniors for the next semester, for January to May. And you could take a CCP class with Tri-C, and a couple of those classes that Trent had showed us, you could take one of the beginning classes, and it gives you a chance still as a senior to get high school credit, college credit, as well as you can see what you like and don't like. Then there are other CCP classes in engineering technology you can take. And if not, if you're interested in going into the apprenticeship trade school route, you can connect through us, and we can try to, I'm going to be having some other webinars that go deeper into like carpentry and masonry and plumbing. So that's another path. And the final thing is, if you're interested in a tour, we can help connect you as well to doing a tour. So if you'd like to go visit a particular trade school, we can set you up with that program to go visit their training center. If you'd like to come to a construction job site, between all of our companies that are involved in this SWAG program, we can definitely get you to a construction site to take a tour. And the other thing I would also encourage is the ACE Mentor program, which many of us are involved with here. It's just something you can still get involved with January through May before you graduate. And again, it's a good way to know people like Jason and Trent and myself, and we've all been involved in the ACE Mentor program. And we, again, can help connect you to talk to people and to do shadowing, as Jason also mentioned earlier. So all those are options for you as seniors. And we just wanted you, we know it's a lot to take in. So this slide pretty much, and I'll send this out, and I think Glenn and the program will, we can provide this information to you, or you can snapshot it now. But these are the different people you can contact for help to pursue one of these paths and to start the conversations. And we all put our email addresses down there as well. So if you have more questions and you want to pursue something further, you can email us, or you can, and we can set up a time to talk further and answer those questions, connect you with somebody as well.
So I will ask, what do you enjoy most about your jobs? I mean, Trent, not necessarily you as a professor, because I know you in general love teaching and giving back to the industry, but I guess Cindy or Jason, I mean, what's the funnest thing that, you would suggest and, or not suggest, but share about your jobs?
I can start. I'll tell you that I have been involved in some sort of with engineers or some sort of construction and equipment, probably for the last 20 years on a very general level, but the last 5 years in a very deep level, as the college has been doing a lot of construction and I've been running this department. And I love the fact that just being part of seeing a building go up, that no day, you'll hear no day is the same, and that is true. You do not know lots of problem solving, but I just think it's so much fun to see from the ground, from clearing the first ground to seeing the steel go up, to seeing the elevator shaft go in and the walls and all the plumbing and electrical. And it's like this group of people you work with, they become like your family, and you're with them for 2 or 3 years, and you really feel very close, and you can't do it alone. It's like that work of a unit as a team that's so amazing.
Yeah, a little bit about what I enjoy the most about the industry. Obviously, there's not one thing, so I will echo exactly what Sydney just said. I think another biggest thing that I enjoy the most is the people you get to meet. Obviously, like she mentioned, it's a team effort, and just the people you get to meet, the opportunities to teach part-time or get involved with mentoring others, helping others, get on a good path to success. Always an awesome feeling to have. Seeing the buildings that you build on a daily basis is also pretty awesome. And last but not least, I think, you know, just based off experience and getting to travel a little bit, I've had the opportunity to travel. I've had an internship in Las Vegas for about 5 months when I was still in college at Kent State. So, you know, getting to experience and building a hotel casino in Las Vegas on the main strip of, you know, in Las Vegas is it's awesome to say. You know, I get to go to that building, you know, when I go to visit Las Vegas, and they actually had a section of the wall that all of the members of the construction team, had the chance to write their name up on the wall. So I can physically go and see my name up on that wall in that casino still. So, you know, just that experience alone is pretty amazing. And, you know, getting to meet people. And I took 5 students from Lakeland to Las Vegas this past January. And, you know, we visited a job site, and we toured with another company that, you know, I still have a relationship with. And, you know, that's pretty awesome to say. So there's a ton of things to say. So, but I won't keep you guys for a couple days. So any other questions?
So students, I've unmuted your microphones to allow you, if you want to ask a question directly, you can just by unmuting your microphone, or I've also, you can facilitate that in the chat function, which is a little kind of a question bubble that you will see, be it on your phone or on your screen. Again, we're here to help support you, guide you, answer any questions, and all of us are available. You have a good balance of both academics and educators, and actual people in the field, and Cindy, who oversees construction projects being built throughout Cuyahoga County.
And I do also want to mention, Glenn and students, we always say this out in the field and within construction, there is no such thing as a stupid question. So if you guys don't know, please ask. That's why we are all on this call, to help answer any questions, and whatever question you have, or any concerns, or anything you want to know about the industry, maybe, you know, the coolest job you've ever been on or something like that. It's all good questions.
Sure. And you know, one thing, I'm just going to call a couple of names of Robert or Michael. I mean, Jahim, if, you know, curious what interested you about this session, and did it answer any of the questions or curiosity you might have, or, you know, what types of things are you thinking about from a career standpoint? So please, you know, feel free to, again, verbally or in the chat, you know, share your interest in the program, or interest in construction, or interest in Tri-C.
Let me add something, Glenn, that the students may want to hear. Keep in mind that, as Jason said earlier, no day is the same at the construction job site. Every day something is different, something is going to happen. What's going to happen is what you won't know until that day starts. And once in a while, you may have a day that doesn't start correctly. That means there must be a problem. And in that construction job site, it doesn't just take one person to solve that problem. It takes a team of workers to solve the problem. That team can involve construction managers. It can involve architect. It can involve the engineers. It can involve the subcontractor. It can involve the general contractor. It can involve the client. And it involves the skilled trades workers, because the project, as it's being built, is a result of everybody doing their job, from the client who has the money, to the professional designers who design the building, to the skilled trades workers who physically make the building come true. And with all that, that's why I'm saying, at that job site, it's a team effort that any situation, whether it be a negative or positive situation, it involves the entire team of everybody. And that's something you got to keep in mind.
So we appreciate everyone's time today, both, again, presenters as well as students. And I found it interesting and appreciated your wisdom and your insights. And again, would say thank you and have a good evening. And feel free, as we've said, to reach out to the students, or students reach out to those who presented tonight. You have their information. We'll make sure you get their information again through CMSD. So thank you.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.